What's going on, heavy hitters? Welcome to Heavy Hitterville. If you're new here, I am the heavy hitter and I do a little bit of anything that catches my attention. Hell, it's my channel, and thank you for coming. What I do is reads, rants, and reviews of hot topics, a lot of reality TV, pretty much in the Bravo franchise. So, if you like that and that's anything that you're interested in, thank you for coming. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 4, In a Pickle. I said this last review, but Real Housewives of Potomac just is not hitting. It is not hitting, and, for those that watch and support the channel, again, thank you. Be sure to like. Be sure to like. It really supports and it gets the channel out of there. But there's a problem. Where Real Housewives of Atlanta has an issue holding attention, Real Housewives of Potomac is having a problem keeping attention where they were once able to do so. There are so many things wrong with structure when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac. The idea that these two ladies can separate their friend groups, and yet when they're in a group filming, they totally ignore one another. Is that real life? Yes, but real life, you're not being recorded and paid to interact with individuals. Potomac, y'all in trouble. Y'all are in trouble. You're more in trouble because of these dark, unneeded conversations that you're having. It is troubling that we get another beautiful, melanated, professional woman on the show, and she immediately has a problem with the other woman that she mirrors. There's a problem when you got 4 light brights you could be going after. We start the episode off with Ineka picking up her husband from the airport. He's a traveling doctor. They have conversations about her ovulating and the fact that they want to get a baby. They want to have a baby, and they're having some particular issues doing so, which is quite interesting. That, this is not interesting, but it's unfortunate, but interesting. This is clearly one part of the storyline other than attacking Wendy, which now is being discussed, because what else would they talk about other than this dark BS with Wendy and witchcraft and voodoo and shrines? Like, it is so unfortunate that we finally get another beautiful, melanated, professional woman and husband, and yet she is automatically coming in, choosing a side. She's clearly a fan, and she's going after the woman who pretty much mirrors her, who's part of her community. It's sad. She's clearly a fan, and she came in choosing a side, and I really don't like it. Somehow, Happy Eddie comes up, and the husband says that Eddie has unfriended him on Facebook. How the hell do you know someone unfriended you unless you went looking? Maybe he was going to comment or say something to Eddie via Facebook, which lets us know you don't know the man if you have to communicate with him via Facebook. You don't know him if you didn't know that he unfriended you, but you somehow found out. That means you went looking for it. It is okay that you don't know one another. How could someone get so butthurt to find out that someone unfriended you? It could be that, hell, Wendy went in there and unfriended you herself. Oh, because they know each other's passwords and stuff. So, hell, Wendy probably unfriended you. And this is causing all this confusion, because how the hell would you even notice? You got to be some weird-ass person. What weirdo goes... I digress. We go over to Robin. Robin meets up with Giselle. Can I just say how disheveled, again, Robin is just looking... It's something about the root of the hair into the track, into the weave. It's very unsettling. It makes Robin look very unkempt, disheveled, bewildered, and bothered. Maybe could it be that she's so busy trying to not discuss her relationship, that she's so busy in everyone else's, that she just doesn't have the time to take care of herself? They start this fake conversation about how Giselle attracts young men, because this waiter that is waiting on them, they're taking bids how young he is. Is he younger than Giselle's renegade for the season? The discussion of pickleball comes up. And of course, Giselle lets her know, girl, they're going to want to talk about one. And Robin being Robin, she's on her stint about how she doesn't care. You know what? I don't appreciate how Robin got another season and she's playing in our face. and production, y'all allowed her. This needs to be Robin's last season because she has yet to really go into depth with this BS about how you flipped us all the finger last season because you thought you had gotten away with what you thought you did, only for it to all to come out that y'all really had some issues and are having issues. One, that your husband, who never wanted to be around, is now always around and is being forced to film with you. Yes, Juan is being forced to film with you because Juan could have easily filmed with you prior. Save the BS. In their lunch, Giselle now brings up how Juan came for her at one of their reasonably shaded recordings and how he yelled at her about some BS they're coming up with. And of course, Ready Robin, she is readily available with an excuse. Well, you know, he coached for a long time and he talks really loud. His hearing is just really bad. Robin, you got to stop. That man got you trained. However, to deflect the fact that Juan came for Giselle, you know what? It is clear, and I've seen this in other videos, Robin and Giselle are really friends. It's clear, right? And they clearly came together and said, girl, this is all the bullshit we're going to do this season to try to get all the stuff and all the smoke off of you and Juan. One, Giselle calling out Robin, which was good for TV. Two, Juan shouting at her at one of their recordings and Robin playing oblivious to everything that is going on. Now, to further the conspiracy of not allowing Robin to be the one in the hot seat for the season, she's like, girl, I got to tell you something. I'm not supposed to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. Again, Robin trying to get all the smoke off of her. I remember in Nugget, she told me all these crazy things about Wendy and what she's doing. Girl, what, Giselle? Well, she says she's done this with a shrine, and she says she's done this, and she's done that. Giselle, oh, I believe it. Of course you believe it because you don't like Wendy. You don't like Wendy. So it's clear that the Light Brights, these two are teaming up because, one, y'all don't like Wendy. Wendy has done nothing to y'all that y'all didn't do to her. See, the problem that I have with a lot of these shows and that the reactions that a lot of the castmates have are reactions to what you've done to someone, but you are totally blinded by why they are responding to what you initiated. The problem, again, is that a lot of them want to start with where it is and not where it started. That's the problem. You can't start in the middle when you are the reason there's a beginning. We move over to Candice. Candice and her mother are doing well, she says. The mother is in town. She says something as she's trying to clean dishes is wrong with the dishwasher. The mother offers to buy her a new one. Good old Dorothy, honey. Dorothy leads with her purse, baby. And if I was Candice, honey, I would let her guide the hell out of me. Within reason. Because my mother's such a loving, caring person, she wouldn't even interact with me the way that Candice and Dorothy, her name Dorothy, right? The way that they interact. Anyway, they talk about the tour because, if anything, what Candice is going to do, and I don't really blame her, she's going to talk about the tour. What Candice really should be doing when she's talking about the tour is also talking about merch. Girl, out of this tour, I am selling videos. Out of this tour, I'm selling my music. I'm selling t-shirts. Like, you should be talking about business ventures other than just the tour. Girl, like Candy, baby, pause me, please. Candy gonna make a coin. Know that. Candice, you should take a page out of Candy's book and learn how to capitalize off of these moments because you don't know how long they're going to actually last. The mother says in the conversation, because Candice is saying, hey, Chris is really upset that I spent a lot of money. We're getting ready to go on tour again. I just cannot do that. Well, Mama Dorothy, slips in. Well, girl, is he working? Well, yeah, he's doing his classes. And so, is there money in that? Mom, I'm not being funny. I'm not being shady. Yes, you are. You were definitely being shady, but it makes sense because Candice, you as the breadwinner make the money, girl. So it doesn't, girl. Mama Dorothy's letting you know you're the breadwinner. How dare he question what you're spending? Because inevitably, because naturally, it's probably your money that you're spending for this tour. It's not a combination of his because you're the breadwinner. Let's just be clear. But that's what's comfortable and that's what works for them. She then asks how she and Robin are doing, and Candy Eyes tells her mother Dorothy they're doing okay. She's just really disturbed how Robin flipped the script. Girl, I don't know why. Giselle is her friend. Even if she doesn't agree, she's going to lean on the side of Giselle, whether right, wrong, or indifferent. It is what it is. We move over to Karen. Karen is setting up her pickleball. She and Ray are dressed alike because they are Mr. and Mrs. Pickle. Giselle shows up. There are some jokes about where little young Jason is. Mia and Gordon arrive in separate cars. Speaking of playing in our face, they pulled up together. They moved around from their own cars to hold hands. Come on, Dad. Can y'all stop playing in our face? Y'all were clearly already separated because we saw when Karen came to visit Mia in her little nice apartment that Mia had to come to get the kids. And did Gordon have to ring the doorbell? Did Gordon even, because she was, oh, that's Gordon. He's coming to pick up the kids. Did she let him in? I can't remember. I can't recall. But he's coming to your, where was he coming from? Because y'all don't work. Where was he coming from? Why wasn't he already there? Y'all stop playing in our faces. You are already separated, and y'all are putting on for the cameras, and that shit ain't cool. Because that's what Robin and wanted. Get rid of. Girl, it's time for Mia to go. No, Mia's good TV. I like Mia. Although she's full of antics, I like Mia. Eddie and Wendy arrive in their Cadillac Escalade. Candice arrives, and she ignores Robin. Ashley arrives, and she immediately starts to work. Ashley. Girl, pause me, please. What the fuck was that on your head? The fuck is that on your... Ashley, you too pretty of a girl to be so fucking foolish. Karen starts the conversation. She starts assigning teams. You know Karen is in charge of the girls, so she's going to shake it up a little bit and give us some good TV, which we appreciate. Wendy and Ineka speak somewhat. Hey, oh, hi, how are you? Robin and Juan arrive. Everybody is immediately in shock. And as they're coming in, there's a montage of quotes from the girls. Let's look at it. So they start playing. Pickleball is really nothing but tennis with a different paddle, a softer ball, and less area to play while on the court. After playing a little while, because the men and the women have separated while they're playing, it's time to eat. Baby, it's time to get down to it. It's time to get to what we're doing in order to pay you ladies. We sit down and Ashley starts clarifying her conversation because, again, Ashley has to be the one to start the mess. Chat, let's talk about it. Am I the only one tired of Ashley being the bone collector or being the mess starter? As I said, Ashley clarifies what she meant, and I just don't understand why you had to bring that up again, because you'd already clarified the conversation separately. Well, I guess I see why now you did, because you did it at the communion brunch now, so you've gone around talking about it with everyone. I'm sure you know that the conversation is being had, so you're doing it openly. Okay, I guess I could kind of understand that. Well, Ineka being the pick-me that she is, they're both, oh, well, I don't have an issue with you. I don't know you. So Wendy's like, well, right, I don't have an issue because I don't know you. You're just basically saying what I'm saying. And Wendy's like, no, I'm agreeing. I don't know you to have an issue with you. Well, I do, because your mother said, well, bitch, why the hell you just sit there and say you don't have an issue with Wendy? Then you would come for her. Well, you're just repeating what I'm saying. Ineka is a pick-me. Ineka, it is said these two beautiful chocolate women, and Ineka, you clearly came in with an agenda. Now, the husband says they feel like they don't want to be the only, Wendy and Eddie perhaps don't want to be the only Nigerians on the show or in this friend group. No, it looks like y'all are the ones coming in trying to alienate and come in and start trouble. It's like someone specifically brought you in to go after Wendy. Like, you're a fan. You're a fan, and so is your husband, clearly. Because what happens later, like, it ain't that. It's not that fucking serious. Not at all. In clarifying what is going on, the ladies begin to get a little heated. Wendy tells her to clear it the F up, and then she's, I'm about to F and clear it up, bitch. Oh, I've been nice to you. Now you call me a B. Well, let's be honest, Wendy. She's kind of matching your energy. Not saying I like or care for Ineka, or Wendy, to be honest. But you hit her with the F-bomb, so she kind of double back on you, Wendy. So it is what it is. So they're going back and forth. Ineka is explaining what her issue is with Wendy, although all this stems from something a cousin told a baby daddy's sister ain't a cousin, and it got back to the third mama of the first woman of the village. They sent up a kite, a smoke signal, and it got back to Ineka that somebody that Wendy know is somebody's baby daddy, somebody's cousin, said that Wendy said and the mama did something, so she said she's praying for her. And then we get on the conversation of dark magic, voodoo, witchcraft. Really? Really, Real Housewives of Potomac? Really, this what we doing? Ooh, RHOP, y'all in trouble. If this is what y'all think the people want to see, y'all in trouble. Anyway, Robin decides that she wants to call over Ashley. She's not letting her get it all out. She's not letting her tell the whole story. Robin, mind your own damn business. Be glad that your plan worked, that you and Giselle concocted, that you and Juan are not the moment. You're not what everyone is talking about. You're not getting all the smoke because you should. All of them should be laying in your ass about this foolishness that you thought you got away with last season. There's a lot of side conversations about Ineka and Wendy. Now, what is so crazy is that somehow we get over to the Ineka's husband and they start the conversation, and it comes up that Eddie unfriended him on Facebook, and then Mia goes over to Eddie. So y'all know each other? Apparently there's some interaction within school and a school club. What I talked about earlier, about just because we're on the same campus and belong to the same organization does not mean that I know you. I may know of you. I may have seen you in passing. I may have even been introduced to you. I don't know you. Eddie says, I just met him today. Eddie goes over and he says, hey, did you say I unfriended you? Or like, what? The dude, I can't think of what his name is. Ferry, he's a handsome guy as well. Ineka's husband. Well, she's pretty. You know, they're a cute couple. They have beautiful children. Neither here nor there. Yeah, man, you unfriended me, bro. Are you gonna say you didn't do it, bro? You know, did you do it to it, bro? Oh, here we go with that machismo bullshit. What's up, bro? Did you do it, bro? Are you gonna say you don't know me, bro? If that man sat there and told you, Ineka's husband, if Eddie sat there and told you, I don't know you, why would you become so irate? Because he was, in my opinion, he was flustered. He was irate. He was upset. What? I did. Poor Happy Eddie's like, in my mind, my theory is that Wendy got wind of what was happening with Ineka, right? And she went into Eddie's stuff, if it's true, and unfriended him. They don't need to be saying what we're doing with our family. They don't need to be cared. They got all these evil things to say for us. I will unfriend him. They don't need to have any attachment to us. That's what I think happened, because I can't see Eddie and then there's comments and disses about how she runs the marriage and all that. Girl, shut up. Y'all don't want a man to be happy with his woman for shit. And it's irritating how you want to emasculate how people want to emasculate men for being happy with their wives. Like, you gotta struggle. You can't have a strong-willed woman who has a mild-mannered yet in charge husband. Because what Wendy does is that she shows deference towards her husband. She may be more of a strong-willed person as far as we see, and Eddie is mild-mannered, but he's still the man of the household because she approaches him with things. She takes his guidance. She listens to her husband. She takes what he thinks into consideration. All this, well, we know who runs it. That's some more antiquated, ignorant ass shit. Coming from someone like Ineka, who probably doesn't really associate or love or appreciate who she really is, with this modern societal acceptance of what she thinks beauty is. Well, Wendy, you too. Y'all don't look like nothing like who y'all are up under them wigs. Have y'all watched Wendy's show, Dr. Wendy? It's pretty good. I enjoy it. So there's some back and forth, and I just think it's completely ignorant. The food falls. Karen finds out that Juan knocked over the food. She's, Juan, you got a problem with me? Juan, you gonna run your big... This is so funny because Karen is so hilarious in her confessionals, and she also looks amazing to me. And she talks about how Pastor Holy Whore Jamal Bryant lived in the phone, but now does even little young Jason live in there because we never see him. Girl, that man is pay for play. He's there to knock the cobwebs off, if that's happening, and then also to make Giselle look good because she never really brings a man on. So she got a little young tenderoni. Much like Sheree and Martell, we see how that fell flat. I gotta be honest with y'all. In that little moment between Eddie and Ineka's husband, Eddie gives me he can't fight. Eddie gives me he can't fight because there was just a certain lack of aggression. And I think because Eddie is mild mannered, but I think he's mild mannered because Eddie can't fight, right? Like old dude clearly thinks he's can fight because he said it like he told Eddie, say it with your chest. When Wendy said, I don't blame you, Wendy. What did you just say to my man? Again, Wendy being the rah and Eddie being mild mannered. But I think Eddie was kind of like, what the fuck? But I think Eddie was also kind of blindsided and taken aback, like, how did I get in this? Weren't the women just arguing? I'm just sitting back here smiling, being happy, Eddie. Yet I have got pulled in some beef behind Facebook. Eddie, maybe he wasn't scared. Maybe he was just more like, what the hell is it that y'all can't be serious? Man, come on, production. Really? This where we are? Maybe that's he was thinking. And then I'm sure in his mind he was probably running it through like, I'm a professional man. I am an attorney. What do I look like arguing on TV with this person? What is it? He's becoming more aggressive. What do I look like fighting this man? He's a doctor. I'm a lawyer. I'm sure all these things are really running through his head. Well, y'all, that's pretty much how the episode ends. This season, again, Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all, if this is what we're going to be giving the rest of the season, y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it because this is some bullshit. Y'all be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, y'all be easy. Peace.